What's up, guys? Welcome back to It's Me Tinx Live exclusively on Radio Andy, Channel 102. As always, this is our weekly time to talk to each other with a live Ask Me Anything. I want to talk to all of you, so call me right now. It's 844-305-ANDY. That's 844-305-2639. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to all. How are we doing? Listen, guys, you know I hate to start the show on a negative note, but my heart has been so heavy this week, as I'm sure all of yours have as well. I just think that what's going on in Los Angeles is so devastating. And I guess my question is like, how do we come back from this level of cruelty as a country? Like, it is fundamentally, in my opinion, un-American to rip hardworking parents away from their kids. It's devastating. I mean, hearing these kids scream for their parents as their parents are being ripped away from them, raiding kindergarten graduations. Is this America? I don't even recognize America anymore. I really don't. It transcends politics. I really do believe that. And by the way, Obama and Biden both deported more people in their terms than Trump did in his first term, just as an FYI. And I feel like this is a cruel, insane distraction. I feel like it's a step in the direction of a civil war. Like I'm terrified and I'm really sad, and it's fucking heavy, man. I was just reading today, they took a 9-year-old. What the fuck are you doing taking a 9-year-old? Separating a 9-year-old from his parents. He's in school. What do you want with a 9-year-old? What threat could a 9-year-old be? I don't get it, you guys. I don't get it. It's really, really devastating. So I know we've all been thinking about that this week. So I just wanted to take a minute to acknowledge the cruelty. All right. No easy way to transition. I saw an amazing movie last night. So let me talk about that for a second. You guys know that I love shark movies more than anything. Like, I really fucking love them. And for the past 20 years, we have been completely void of good shark movies. Don't say The Meg, because that's offensive to shark movie lovers everywhere. They've just used CGI too much, in my opinion. Like, I like the one 47 meters down. That was a good premise, okay, they're stuck. But then it seemed like every shark movie after that was just like a different version of that. Oh, the one where they're in the plane and the plane crashes and the plane goes to the bottom and there's like an air bubble and then there's sharks all around. Come on, give me a break. Deep Blue Sea is the best shark movie of all time. What pisses me off, and this is my soapbox, and I've said this rant before, is you guys have remade every single fucking movie on planet Earth except for Deep Blue Sea. Why not remake Deep Blue Sea, but not with bad CGI, with good CGI? Or actually, you don't need it, because let me tell you about the movie last night. It's called Dangerous Animals, and the premise is genius because it's about a serial killer who feeds his victims to sharks, which is like so fucked up. Like, whoever thought of that, you are a sick fuck, and I thank you for it. And it's, by the way, I look at the movie. We're all gonna go, and it's 1 hour 36 minutes. That is a smart filmmaker. That filmmaker said, "Hey, let me get you in and get you out on a weeknight without you having to take 17 trips to the bathroom and remortgage your house because you've been gone for so long." It's 84% in Rotten Tomatoes. I love that. It's so good. It's everything you want. It's definitely, I would say, more horror than like most shark movies, but it's unbelievable. I would give it a 10 out of 10, phone level 0. It's so great. I really loved it. I went with the boys because I'm a pick-me, and it was really fun. And then the last piece of housekeeping is my Spotify is back. Sorry, that's bad to say with Sirius, although whatever. But I don't care. My Spotify is my baby, and it got hacked and deleted, and I lost all of my followers on there, and all of my playlists were all missing in action, and now it's back. So Disco Marks is back. I just updated the playlist, Ibiza Pool Party, and so it's back, thank God. And if you're in Miami, I'm actually DJing this weekend at Gecko, which is so fun. And I totally forgot that I was doing that. So that's cool. I'm going to go down to Florida tomorrow with my mommy and to see, I'm sorry that I said mommy on air. Take it back. Sorry. I am going down with my mom. We're going to see my grandma, which is so fun for a day. And then I'm going to go to, from Naples to Miami to DJ. My mom was like, should I come to your show? And I was like, Mom, it starts at midnight. So no, you shouldn't. No, you wouldn't like it. Bless her. It's really nice having her in New York. She just texted me a picture and she was like, lunch is ready for after the show. So she's been cooking for me like every day. Like every day I go over to my mom's and I'm like, hey, and I just eat everything in the fridge and then I go home. It's fabulous, honestly. It's really, really fabulous. Now I'm getting all the perks of living close to your family. All right. That's enough for me talking. Let's talk to Anna. Hi, Anna. How are you?
Hi. Oh my gosh.
What's going on? Yes.
Okay. First of all, I love you for using your platform to talk about all the horrors going on in this country. But anyways, so I went on a first date on Saturday and we've been talking for like a week.
Okay.
And it was going really well.
Yep.
And like we were talking all day. We go on the date Saturday. It's 3.5 hours. I thought it went really well. He kissed me at the end of the night. Like we made out, whatever. It was really nice.
Okay.
And he told me to text him when I got home. So I did. And then he was like, oh, I just got home too, whatever. The next 2 mornings, he texted me good morning, but there was no conversation after that. So then yesterday morning, I texted him like, have a good day. And he was like, oh, you too, whatever. And we exchanged like 3 texts and then he hasn't reached out again.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also to preface, this was my first date in a long time. And he's like aware of that. And I told him I really want to take things slow because I kind of like rushed into my last situation.
Yeah.
So my friend's like, well, maybe he's trying to respect that and also like put himself in a position that he doesn't feel like some type of way that he wants to rush into it. Now I'm just distraught because this was my first date in so long and I felt really good about it. And now I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. I get it. I understand. Okay, a couple thoughts. Sadly, I mean, you said this is your first date in a while. Sadly, this is kind of like the norm. They're not bad. They're not good. It's just like this, you know, and that's really frustrating and boring and annoying. And like, I can't be bothered with all the texting drama when in my own personal life. So it's frustrating. Yeah. Like maybe he's not asking you out again because he's taking it, he wants to like take it slow to you know, respect what you said. But I'm kind of just like, I don't know, ask you out again. Like, come on, let's get it popping. Like, what the hell?
And when we were together on the first date, he was like, oh, so when am I going to see you again? And
yeah.
I was like, oh, like you tell me, like being cutesy. And then he was just like, oh, tomorrow and the next day and the next day, which is like low key love bombing. But I just kind of like brushed that off and I've been waiting for him to ask me again. But I don't know. My friend is like, maybe you should reach out and like show you're interested because you haven't really given him much to work with.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about on Instagram today. Someone was like, now men expect like the back and forth. And I'm sorry, I don't. Like, I'm sorry. I think if a guy really wants to see you, he's asking you out again. Even if you reach out and then he's like, okay, yeah, let's go out again. Then it's like, I don't know. I just feel like if there's heat, if it's supposed to be, the guy is like, he's on it. Like, yeah, men are kind of weird nowadays and they want us to do some of the work, but I still kind of in my gut feel like if they really want to, they make the effort to reach out again. I'm not telling you not to do it. I don't mean this in a flippant way, but I actually don't think it matters whether you do or don't reach out. Like, I think the end of the story will be the same, whatever it is. So if you feel like it, if it's bugging you, you can be like, do you want to do something this weekend? Because like, who cares at this point? But I would just know going in that it feels lukewarm to me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, I completely agree. And like, I'm just overthinking it because I was the last person to message on Hinge. So I'm like, well, why haven't you unmatched me? Because I'm like affecting you matching with new people. So I'm just like, I'm all over the place, but I think I'm going to wait and see if he reaches out. And if he never does, I'm just going to, you know, let it fizzle out because I deserve someone who like wants to pursue me.
Yeah, I agree. I just had a situation like this myself over like Friday to Monday, I guess. Wow, that's crazy how long it feels in my mind. It was 4 days. But I was like, at the end of the day, I was just like, I need more. Like, I want a guy. Being obsessed with me is a prerequisite. Like, I want a guy who's like, hey, that was really fun. When can I take you out again? That's what I want. And that's okay if that's what I need. Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to like show the guy that I like him. Like, fuck off. Like, this is backwards and bananas. And like, we can't reward that behavior, to be honest with you.
I couldn't agree more. I love you. Thank you for
I love you.
Okay. Have a good one. I hope your day gets better. I know the horrors of the world are ever persisting. So I love you.
I love you. I hope it all works out. It will, whatever happens. Bye, babe.
I hope so. Thanks. Bye.
How she just said bye is how I feel about dating right now. Like, I really do. Like, I went on a date on Friday and I think I said this. I liked him. Like, I had a real crush on him to the point where I was like screenshotting it and sending it to Emma and being like, oh my God, what should I respond? Which is so unlike me. And then by Sunday, I had like de-escalated it to not a crush anymore. And I was like, oh, it was like the first person that I wasn't horrified by in a while. And then we went on Monday and I was like, yeah, not for me. Because it was, the communication was so slow and like, how was that? How was that? Oh, how was your day? Oh, how was the movie? Oh, how was the dinner? And I'm like, dude, I need more passion, more energy. Okay, Sarah. What's up, Sarah? How are you?
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
So I'm one of your elder listeners. I'm 55. Found you during TikTok age, during COVID.
Oh,
and
gee.
just fell in love with
I
you
love
and
it.
adore you.
Thank you. Thank you for sticking in there with me.
Absolutely. I'm also a Theta. My daughter was a Theta, so we have a little special bond.
T-Lamb, baby, T-Lamb. I love that.
Yeah. So what I want to ask you about is I've actually been divorced twice now.
Slay.
The first one, I was with him for 18 years, then I had a little gap, and then the next one, 15 years. But now that I'm dating, I find myself tripping over how the heck do I explain that I've been divorced twice? Because it doesn't feel great, right? And it especially doesn't feel great when people, kind of ask you your story. And I'm like, well, my first husband and my second ex-husband. So I just kind of wanted your opinion on, and maybe the community's opinion on how do I talk about it? And I try not to. I mean, I don't want to really dwell on the fact that I've been divorced twice. But, when you're talking about your life, you say something.
Totally. I think it's all about how you say it. Oh, I've been divorced twice. And then I was married twice and they were both really amazing long-term relationships and they were fantastic. I love being married. Like, doesn't that sound positive? Like, that sounds great. Like, you like being married. Married twice is like, I don't know. To me, because I'm so like, I have no qualms about divorce. I don't think it's negative whatsoever. I'm very pro-divorce, actually. I don't think people get divorced enough. Like, I think marriage is fantastic, but I also think that if it's not working anymore, getting out is the best thing you can do. So I think it's not only how you say it, but it's also how you feel about it, because that comes across. Like, remember I had a question ages ago from someone, a sweet girl in college, and she was like, I'm a comms major and like, I feel like people think that I'm not smart when I say that. And I was like, it's literally about how you feel about it and about how you brand it to yourself and the stories we tell ourselves. Like, our mind, it's all in our mind. Like, if you say, wow, I've had 2 incredible long-term relationships. And by the way, you were together for ages with both of them. So it's not like you were like a 3 months and a 6 months. Like, these are long-term relationships. I think it's like how you feel about it. You should be proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself that you found 2 people that you wanted to be married to for so long and that you were in love and that you also knew when to call it. I think that's something to be super proud of. So I think it's literally saying it with confidence, saying, I've been married twice. I loved both of them. They were great relationships. I really enjoy being married, and leave it at that. The right person won't bat an eyelid. They really won't.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm so glad you called, and good luck dating. I hope that you find someone fabulous very soon.
Me too. Maybe 3rd time's a charm.
Yes, exactly. Thanks for calling. Bye, babe.
Thanks.
Everyone gets so pissed online when I say this, but I don't really care about getting married, but if I do, I want it to be multiple times. I don't want just one. It's so much pressure. Just one, oh my God, I hate high stakes things like that. I always want an out. So for me, I think divorce is a fabulous thing.
You want a lease.
I want a lease.
Yeah,
By the way, I always thought marriage should be that way. I think you should be able to do a 3-year, a 7-year, and a 10-year lease, and you can check in. And after that, you can say, okay, are we good? You want to go again, or are we can call it.
You want a lease with the option to buy at the end.
A lease with an option to buy. That's what I would like. I honestly want a Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. I want to be engaged forever. I think it's very chic.
Also, that woman, I think you just gave the best notice was how long they both were, because it wasn't like Tom and Luann marriage. It wasn't like a 6-month marriage.
No. I honestly don't think anybody really cares anymore, unless they're super extreme and whatever. Yeah. But if they were, then they wouldn't be dating. I don't know. I just feel I think it's fine.
Yeah, she's just in her own head.
She's in her own head, which we all are, so I understand that. Okay, you guys, we are going to take a super, super quick break. I will be taking more of your calls right after this, so if you're on the line, stay on the line.